Alright, so patch 2.0 patch notes are out and we will be reviewing them to see what shall we expect, yes? First one, Carasius Auratus chapter story quest review. I butchered that name. It's available at AR30 and above, and it's Yomiya's character story. Next is Grus Nivis chapter, which is also available at AR30, and it is Ayaka's character story. Alright, so Hero Banner next patch, the Heron's Courts. We have Ayaka as the main star here, the 5-star. Then we have Yanfei, then Ningguang, then Chongyun. This is weird. None of the 4 stars work with her. Wait, yeah, so Ayaka's skill kit was given to us already, right? Her auto attacks, 5 hits, quite simple, quite simple. Her E, an AoE ability that knocks people up. It generates 4 energy particles, and the only other INAZUMA character that we have right now that generates 4 particle on their E is Kazuha, which has a 9-second cooldown. So Ayaka would roughly have a 9-second cooldown, I would assume. Her talent, this is one of her talent. After she sprints, she has Mona sprint, right? So she dives under the ground and move, yeah? But after she sprints, her normal attack will be converted to cryo damage for a while. Her ult is like a D-look ult, but apparently stops at enemy if they are like unmovable or frozen or such, yeah? And that is her kit. Quite simple. Her kit on this banner is really awkward. Yanfei and Ayaka, I think both requires heavy on-field time because Yanfei is an auto attacker and she wants a lot of time on the field doing damage. Chongyun doesn't work with Ayaka because Ayaka already converts her damage to cryo. So what's the point of Chongyun also converting her damage to cryo? And then there's Ningguang. As for Geo characters really only have team combinations with their own elements. So, you know, usually Geo character runs with Pure Geo or like Geo Pyro or Geo Anemo, right? Not really with other elements since Geo is a raw damage element. Ningguang doesn't fit here. This is a weird banner. But then again, this banner is more so aimed to make Ayaka the shining star to be the main thing you should pull for the banner, and should you pull for Ayaka is the question, yes or no, right? Right, so fun is subjective. Some people play for the character aesthetic, some people play for the voice actor, some people play for damage, some people play for team building, yeah? So going like, I don't care about damage, I'll pull the character I like, is sometimes close-minded because you're disregarding the people that play the game because they want to build team comms, because they want to play with different characters, yeah? And stuff. And some people just have a raging boner over damage for some reason, but there's that. I guess, yeah, fun is subjective for everyone. If you think Ayaka will fit well into your team comm, or if you really like her design or her voice actor, you should pull for her. For damage, I'm not quite sure. But then again, Ayaka kit has been kept the same way ever since her release in the closed beta access 2 years ago, so her kit should be very easy to understand. I'd say she's a very easy character to pilot and play, so if you're a new player, you'll be pretty good, I say. Ayaka is the only true character that you will pull for this banner, since the 4-star characters in this banner has no interaction with her, and cannot be built in a team comp with her, yeah? Some previous character banner, like Hu Tao banner, has like Bennett, Xingqiu and stuff, and Sucrose, yeah? Those are really good banners because all the characters on the banner can be used to build a team comp for the 5-star characters as well. Meanwhile, Ayaka banner is all over the place. All these characters have little to no interaction with Ayaka or any team building for Ayaka. I'd say right now, the only super clear winner for Ayaka is like Ayaka plus Xingqiu or maybe Ayaka plus Mona, yeah? Or Freeze comp. Since Ayaka has the same problem with Tartaglia and Klee within burst form, she applies too much of her own element, like, you know, like Tartag applies too much of Hydro or Klee applies too much of Pyro. Applying too much of your own element means how fast you attack. The faster attacking element usually will be the one enabling their team to proc elemental reaction, not the one proccing elemental reaction themselves, because it's an internal cooldown in between every elemental reaction. So if you were to play Ayaka with like a Pyro character, most likely that Pyro character is the one proccing elemental reaction and not Ayaka. So for Ayaka to be the carry on the team, playing Ayaka on a freeze comp is almost a must, so Ayaka plus Hydro plus one Anemo character for the very distant set minus 40% resistance, yeah? And I think that would be the best team comp for Ayaka. But it's still too early, yeah? That'll be for the Ayaka banner. Next, the weapon banner. They put Skyward Spy. I'm actually gonna... I'll be shaking on the floor. We will start off with the 4-star weapons of this banners, yes? And keep in mind, this is the after the update, so if you fail to pull the weapon on banner twice, then the next one is guaranteed, yes? With the 4-star weapon, we have Sacrificial Claymore, Favonius Lance, Favonius Sword, Favonius Codex, and Stringless. This is an amazing fucking 4-star lineup. Stringless for Official Venti. Sacrificial Claymore, Favonius, and all the ER weapons are gonna be super powerful because of the new emblem set. This is one heck of a 4-star banner, like holy fucking. Mostly, emblem set is gonna be best in slot for a lot of the characters coming patch 2.0, yeah? And some of the older characters as well, because they can make use of emblem set better than any other set that's currently available in the game. So the 4-star weapon alone here are very good for weapon banner. But then again, even with the new system where it allows you to guarantee a 5-star weapon, I still think that it's not worth it to pull for weapon banner as a low spender or free to play. Next, we have Skyward Spy. 2%. Next, we have Mistsplitter Unforged, the newest weapon on the banner. Mistsplitter Reforged Sword, crit damage 44.1, base attack 67.4. So this sword has higher base attack than Jade Cutter, but lower effective crit stats than Jade Cutter. The passive is gain 12% elemental damage bonus for every element received and gain the might of Mistsplitter's emblem. This is at Refinement 1, so at Refinement 5, that will be 24% elemental damage bonus, and at 1, 2, 3 stacks, Mistsplitter will provide 8, 16, or 28 elemental damage. Yes, elemental damage. Elemental damage bonus for the character's elemental type. That Refined 5, I assume it's like 16, 32, and like 56% elemental damage bonus, plus 24 base. That's a lot of damage bonus. This character will obtain 1 stack of Mistsplitter's emblem in each of the following scenarios. Normal attack deals elemental damage, stack lasts 5 seconds, casting elemental burst lasts 10 seconds, energy less than 100, stack disappears when energy is full. Each stack duration is calculated independently. Oh god. Huh. Wait, so casting elemental burst, my definition of a good weapon are versatile weapons that you can use on a lot of characters and you can build multiple characters with, right? This weapon seems way too specific. This is like the Song's weapon line, Song of Broken Pines, Elegy of the End, and like Freedom Sworn Blade. It's very specific weapons for certain characters. Yeah, it's only for infused characters as well. This is way too specific. I guess if you are playing like Ayaka or Kaching, or like a C6 Kazuha on a full DPS build, this is good. It gives you a lot of damage bonus percent though. If you get above 140% damage bonus percent, you get less effectiveness, no? So this is 24 plus 56, 24 plus 56. 24 plus 56 is 80% damage modifier, and plus your goblet, which is 46.6, that's 120, plus your elemental set is 15, that's 140. Yeah, it's exactly... Oh my god, Mihoyo did the math on this, didn't they? Never mind, design the game. You get exactly 140% damage bonus modifier, so there's no diminishing return. Alright, fine, whatever. Yeah, it's a good weapon, only if you play Kaching Ayaka. It's too much like the Song's weapon line. So, these. Broken Pines, Elegy, Freedom Sworn, and such. It's too specific. I'd say if you really want a weapon, take something like Jade Cutter or take something like Staff of Homa, right? Their stats can be used on most characters and it's also non-conditional, yeah? It may be weaker on some characters, but the thing is, you can throw it like anywhere though. So, and if you do crit rate and crit damage in a 1:2 ratio, then this weapon has 44.1 crit damage. This weapon, you can convert crit rate to crit damage, that'll be 88.2. Jade Cutter has lower base attack, so attack percentage will be less effective with Jade Cutter, whereas this weapon benefits more from attack percentage. Mistsplitter will hit harder than Jade Cutter because of the damage bonus percent passive, but it's too conditional. It's way too conditional. I think that'll be my final verdict on this weapon. It's a very strong weapon on specific characters, but it's too conditional, and the amount of characters that can use this weapon is very limited right now. Kaching, Ayaka, C6 Kazuha, C6 Bennett or something, yeah? Or anyone with Changyun, I suppose. Or anyone with another damage conversion, but depending on how the last two passive work, which is casting an elemental burst, gives you a damage bonus, and when you have less than 100 energy. If there are elemental burst skill, like Ayaka, where it sends out a wave, so that means it will snapshot similar to Zhangling's ult or like Diluc's ult, right? If the buff applies after, you only gain 1, right? Or maybe 2. Yeah, no. You don't gain, you will not gain the casting elemental burst damage buff, but you will probably have the normal attack deals elemental damage and energy below 100%, yeah? Oh no, you won't get energy below 100%, because once you get your ult, you don't get this bonus. If you have an elemental burst that sends something out on the field, it won't work, because it's snapshot one at a time. It doesn't snapshot before, right? It probably works like Windbloom ult? Maybe. If it does, it's nice. If it does, you will still only gain 1 stack though. Yeah, so at best, you only gain 2 stack at any time. And the moment you have 3 stack, you have 10 seconds to make use of 3 stacks. So if you kill something in 10 seconds, great. But otherwise, you're always stuck with like 2-3 seconds. Yeah, it's gonna be a very strong weapon for a specific character. That's all I'm gonna say. Alright. Please like, subscribe if you like what I do, and I'll see you next time. I'll try to improve more on the YouTube. We'll be more active on YouTube and other social medias as well.